Duvall is in right field tonight. We get set for Trey Turner and the first pitch, which he swings at and sends into the seats with a single. And overall, appearance number 17, there is that slider that he misses, so he falls behind 2.
You could say just vertical with the plate. Yep, just dirt.
About a low and driving to the plate.
2-2, and there you go, and that is triple digits for strikeout number 1.
Expresses emotions. I haven't learned that. I'm still repressing, Carl.
We can help you with that. This is a booth of authenticity up here. Vulnerability. Not playing, they haven't worn off?
Nope.
No, you still carry those. Strider has thrown 2, then they have both. And the biggest one of all, winning a World Series in 21. Should get a pitch to hit there, and he does into the shift, and Freeman is retired. For a slash line with 11 homers. And this ball is hammered to left. Did he get his 12th? No, he didn't. Just short of the track. Ozuna is there, and a 1-2-3 inning. Starting to see some things like Strider solidifying the rotation for Atlanta. I mean, this was a bullpen guy. Now he's the number 5 guy. Gonsolin was not considered to be anything but a swingman. And that's when Strider's on the mound, you start to see a few more of those mustaches here in Atlanta. Of a snit stash, which was legendary as well. And that's 98, right in there for a strike. And there you go. I mean, it was Pearls last year with Jock Peterson here in Atlanta. This year,
Strider or Cease? Who has the best one?
Max Muncy, high fly, right field. Duvall is there. Yeah, there was the joke that when we saw Justin Turner's first time at the plate, swinging a miss at 98.
Your delivery, if you're a little out of sync, you can lose some velocity, along with location. The Strider does. You can get out of sync.
Throws that one way wide. We get nondescript time in Clemson. Wasn't great. Didn't stand. He continuously ascribes to that, as this one is also to Duvall. And we have another out. But he gets there, and Atlanta says, Cody Bellinger, center fielder, 9 homers on the season. First pitch at the knees in there, strike 1.
Will call that pitch down in the zone.
That's a good one there. So you back up fastball with a slider for the Dodgers. No Ozzie Albies for the Braves. No Ronald Acuna for the Braves. That is pulled foul. A lot of major league players, stars that are banged up right now. We saw Bryce Harper, unfortunately, fracture that. The game's got a big band-aid on it right now with some of the star players.
Just from an overview for Major League Baseball, that is
on an 0-2 to Bellinger. That one breaks inside. The reaction from Harper was pretty. 1-2, that's hard hit. That's going to get in right field off the bat of Bellinger for a single first base runner tonight for the Dodgers. June, 328 batting average in the month. Swings at the first one, that's in the hole, and it's snared, but no play. Good speed from Lux, excellent effort by Orlando. Great athlete, and now the first threat for Eddie Alvarez. And look out, good job by d'Arnaud to keep it in front of him.
Champion. This is the man right here.
Yeah. That is a swing.
Winter and summer.
Oh, no. 2 balls and a strike. Were you familiar with the training that he was doing? Being a Miami guy?
I was in love.
That's in there for a strike. 32 years old. Top of the second to Alvarez on the ground. And they're wearing out. Right side of that infield. Easy one for Arcia. They will.
Game. You know what? He's had a tremendous first half. You know, the earned run average, the innings, strikeout to walk. I don't know all that goes into it, but I'm going to plead I think that this is something that has been built up over the last 3-4 months, and this anticipation. So I think there's some resolution. Really appreciate what he and his family, his wife Chelsea, they've meant to this Atlanta city and organization.
He said, I love what I see from Freddie Freeman. We don't get enough of that, sort of to your point about what you had said. Embracing of who he is. I think there's going to be, it's on baseball, and perhaps that happens once they leave Atlanta. This ball is laced to left center field. Ozuna going over, so is Michael Harris. The center fielder will make the play. Along those lines, it was really interesting today when Egypt, 100% Freddie Freeman here.
You know, when Clayton Kershaw speaks too.
Circling a guy in the lineup. Freddie Freeman was circling this series.
Yeah.
Since Atlanta, he finally got his ring, the World Series ring, and now it's time to be able to produce effectively for the LA Dodgers. And I think they're going to see who the real Freddie Freeman is from now on.
Yeah, Buster's. I put that in a box somewhere and don't ever think about it. He's not going to be willing to do that nor able to do that, Buster.
Yeah, Carl, you know, someone who's covered Freddie for a long time, gotten to know him. In watching all that emotion, anger because of how this played out. Look, he made no secret of it with friends. He wanted to stay with the Braves. That was absolutely his first choice. In the end, Freddie Freeman, if in fact the Braves were his first choice, he wound up signing with the Dodgers, who may have been worth less than what the Braves offered. And so there's a lot of confusion among his friends about why he wound up making the choice that he did.
Yeah. He's at the plate, and he has just looked at 99 and 98 in two different quadrants. The third. And he's feeling frisky with the fast
Tonight.
0-2 to Freeman. Got him, 91. That pitch had some movement. That's a changeup at 90. Having the experience of really a big struggle in a game, and then you learn how to deal with it. We got Max Fried for just one more question. You series last year.
Oh, wow. I think for me it kind of just got to the point where you dream about pitching and do that. You gain a little bit of experience, a little bit more confidence, and you know, you just kind of realize.
Happens more often than not. Hey, thanks so much for doing it. We appreciate it. And
awesome.
We look forward to seeing you the rest of the season, Max. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks.
And Clayton Kershaw.
Not bad. Well, that was his father's idol again.
Koufax. And there was
and
movies in the house watching.
absolutely,
all that.
when you can see that. And
With a hard hit single. Strider to Muncy. Towards the dugout. 2-2 on a guy that can turn around a fastball. And that's in the dirt. That gets by, and the first leadoff hitter that has gotten on has moved to second base. The Rebels on the 2022 World Series Championship.
National championship stays in the state of Mississippi.
What a great feeling in Omaha. Another great year there as Muncy sends this one to left center. Harris going back. He's shy of the track, and he's there to make the play. And the guy that can throw it 100 fires back into the line to dance. Minor league level at that. And here he is. And what a game changer. You heard Max say Duvall gets. Justin Turner, the designated hitter tonight. That's in there at 98. Watch Michael Harris a second go get this, and then watch Andrew Jones' reaction.
Right to his right or left is Drew Jones, who most likely will be going as one of the top picks in this year's draft.
Yeah. And we did.
Passionate.
Here he goes again. And he runs that down on the track. And retreats to second base. He does make it look. He glides 9 feet to make that play.
And I had that conversation with Andrew also during the World Series. Really had hard contact, consistently hit off them.
Well, that play we just saw is a great example why.
100 feet here at Truist. 0-2. This is at 100. Velo hasn't changed, and he is just challenging hitters.
And as you mentioned, Carl, he's shown a third pitch. There's one there he missed high with, but he's going to mix in a changeup for a third pitch.
20, and of course, there was the pandemic. Look out, sailed that one to the backstop, and it came back so hard because of that velo we talked about. Ryan dropping drive guy?
Ryan very much used his lower half.
Bellinger gone, and Strider with the little four-seam.
3 for 9 on his last 9 at-bats anymore.
There's a lot of information, and Dave Roberts looks at the analytics of what's happened in the last couple weeks with what's happened historically, but
it's all baked into the algorithm, as Bob Melvin told us earlier this year.
Lux on the ground, slow roll at a second. And Strider pitching a really.
It's more like 53 feet by the time he releases the baseball.
The quad father, I love it. That music in your bed next to you when you wake up.
Ball.
Here, half of a start in which he was hitting about 97, 98, has shown that velocity is back tonight, and he is mixing in some changeups for sure. How important to be a starter that can go deep in a game.
Absolutely.
The advantage that pitchers have, we've seen so many pitchers develop. This is a
right systems, and stylistically speaking of what we just showed.
100.
You can extend the front leg. That's how you get a longer stride. Not just the back leg, it's the front leg extending and reaching out there. A little different on the end. Tom Seaver used to drag his back leg. Spencer Strider a little more firm on his front side and a little more of a rotational spin out. But from the back leg through in the extension, very similar.
When he gets ahead 0-1, opponents bat $105 against him. And that right there is the nasty.
The ball that close to home plate with it that height, pretty remarkable.
and it's not like he pitches up in the zone with the fastball.
Next one to Thompson, swing and a miss at 100. Let's march it off. Back. Both of these teams are perennial playoff teams. They need good shortstops. Is it possible, given the Freeman dynamic with Swanson?
His toughness that they invest in him for 2023 and going forward.
Third time now that Strider has seen Freddie. I love Freddie Freeman, but when he's in the box, he's the other team's MVP, and we got to be very careful with him.
And change speeds. You know, that's the simple way I was taught to employ all of those against a guy like Freddie Freeman.
1-2, and this one into left, diving quickly, and it's going to get down. So Freddie Freeman is aboard.
And that's the ability that Freddie has, because and one of the big differences between Freddie and Matt.
Not going, 0-1 right field, and that's going to go to the seats. Really good secondary lead Freddie took as soon as that. Smith singled his last time up. That's outside. 1-2. Trey Turner and Freddie Freeman being at the top of that list. This ball to left and deep. Ozuna going back, and he looks up, and it's off the wall. Freeman hits second. He's coming to third, and he is held there as Swanson got that relay in quickly. Good job by Max Muncy trying to get the first run of the game across. Strider comes inside at 98, misses. Once hit to center. What Freddie does if it's caught by Harris. Check swing, and straight back goes the foul ball. Really good arm in center field.
I want to see how many of these.
20 RBIs on the year from Muncy. Just a little high. 2-2, big pitch in a 0-0 game. Ball. Didn't get the call at the top of the zone. It's here comes the play to the plate. Hard throw. Freeman in a rundown. He points to the runner and says, "Go down a second," which he does. Smith, 106 and 92, his two highest pitch totals this year. And he's matched it there with his 92nd, and he's still throwing 100 miles an hour. And Turner down the line, but tailing and hooking into the seats. Or at least off the screen, and now we'll get it to somebody in the seats. Here is popped out twice. 1-1. That's why you have to be. Got him! What an effort by Strider. And that's not striding, that's